So today we're going to be talking about how readers consider how different characters can have vastly different perspectives in the same moment and how readers try to better understand these differences. We're going to investigate simultaneous multiple perspectives in a digital text, and then you will have the opportunity to apply these same skills to your own short stories. So this video is going to highlight characters' perspectives and how they might differ. The video is called Snack Attack. And I'm going to play back the first 2 minutes of it. So we're going to take a pause there. Neither of these characters seem particularly likable. She's this nasty old lady who's yelling at him, and he's typical teenager busy on his phone playing video games. But a good reader sometimes needs to dig deeper and find more details in the story that really fill us in on the characters' perspectives. So we're going to watch on and let's see if anything we think changes. So now that we've gathered more information, we realize that there's been a mix up over the cookies. You know, the way the lady sees it, it's like, wow, I'm assuming you took my cookies because you're a headphone wearing hood who's busy playing a video game. And the boy's probably thinking, hey, lady, I never took your cookies. I'm just trying to be nice here. So I can see the reader justifying the boy's actions, but at the same time, understanding why the old woman acted the way she did. So, by digging deeper and getting more information, we understand why the characters saw things so differently. And that's our aha moment. We used our knowledge to more fully represent the characters and their different perspectives. So, now I'm going to take you a step further, and we're going to go through the same process using our mentor text. So we're going to take a look at how to transform an everyday, ordinary hoop court, and we're going to contrast how the characters display vastly different perspectives at the same moment. So the two characters I've chosen right here, the narrator, and then I've chosen Dante. So, the narrator doesn't understand why Dante is being so mean to him. Actually, let me go back. The moment that I chose was where the narrator's not getting any playing time, and he so badly wants to play, and he's just kind of sitting there in the stands, not really doing anything. Um, So the narrator doesn't understand why Dante is being so mean to him. And the text says, why does he hate you? The narrator begins to doubt his skills. And then, actually, you know what? Let's take a look at the actual text instead so that we get a better understanding of what exactly it is I'm talking about here. So if you just give me a moment, moving exactly to my text, where I believe it's called Don't Just Sit There Like a Punk. It won't be until week 4 that you finally get into a meaningful game. By this time, you'll know most of the guys by nickname, and you'll know how they play. At some point, your focus will have shifted from wanting to play to breaking down their various skill sets. There's one guy in particular you're studying, Dante. He's 6'4" and thin, in his early 30s maybe. He's the only guy in the gym who's never said a word to you. He walks right by you like you don't even exist, but he can seriously play. Not only does he knock down almost every jumper he takes, but he hardly ever grazes the rim. He has this sweet little fadeaway in the post, and whenever someone tries to challenge him on a break, they get mashed on, posterized, and guys on the sidelines fall over each other, laughing and stomping and pointing. So I'm going to skip forward a little, where Dante comes out to the court, and the narrator pauses his dribble. Nobody thinks you're good enough to play here, comprende? Why don't you go back to the barrio essay? Your whole body will freeze up from the shock of his words. So, I'm going to continue to my graphic organizer right here. The narrator doesn't understand why Dante is being so mean to him. Going back to the text, it says, why does he hate you? The narrator begins to doubt his skills because all along, the narrator has actually been the only one that has spoken to him. But as we see more and we kind of read on into the various pages, we find out why Dante actually does what he does and how he views his actions. Because Dante says on the bottom of page 18, he'll look up at you, mid double knot. You want to get in games, you don't just sit there like a punk, right? You stand up and challenge the baddest dude in the gym, someone like me. Then you do your thing. Understand? So Dante was actually showing our narrator a little bit of tough love. He's being so harsh to him because he's trying to teach him a lesson. So, where he says, hey kid, you want to get in the games, you don't just sit there like a punk. So then we think about what shapes these characters' perspectives in these moments, and we use our text evidence. The narrator has not yet been allowed to play in the game, so his confidence is lacking. Ooh, let me actually present that again. Sorry about that. So his confidence is lacking. Dante, however, has been the only one to talk to the narrator, so Dante's harsh words surprise the narrator. Dante, on the other hand, knows what it takes to be a successful player. He is in his early 30s, and the one guy in particular to study, Dante is showing the narrator some tough love. So, because we read a little bit more and we read a little bit deeper, we were able to get into the characters' perspectives, and we were able to understand why these two characters saw that exact same moment very differently.